A South Carolina lawmaker has made it his purpose at the State House to stop the crime that led to his own son taking his life. It's called sexual extortion or sextortion, and the FBI says thousands of minors across the country are victims every year.
An imposter sends explicit photos to entice the target to do the same. Once the exchange takes place, blackmail quickly follows.
State Representative Brandon Guffey learned his son was the target of online sextortion.
He took his life just hours after Guffey says a stranger reached out to Gavin, coerced him into sending intimate images of himself, and then tried to extort him for money.
Criminals are coming into the bedroom while you're at home and you have no clue, and they are targeting our children.
Brandon Guffey's message to social media executives on Capitol Hill was very simple: either get in line or get offline. He says the time for change is now.
My fight became, how do I address this? How do I protect children online? With me being from the tech background, I'll tell you, Gavin was 17 and I had parental controls on his phone. I was confident that he was not looking at pornography on his phone. And whenever we got his phone back and I start looking at his social media accounts, I find out that he had 3 Twitter accounts. One was as normal, the other 2 were just full pornography. And as I started studying on what sextortion was and how this happened, I started seeing that Meta, the parent company of Facebook, as I was looking at it, they had the ability at any time, once a minor sends an image, which is child pornography, should not be exchanging, period, they had the ability to stop it. And they chose not to. And whistleblowers started coming out from Meta about how they were warned about these things. And they continued to look at it as from the advertising perspective, instead of looking at it from the child safety perspective. So I decided to sue Meta. That got me looking at all resources. When I started traveling around and really trying to look at companies that were doing things right. With CyberDive, as I am talking to people, that is one of the biggest assets, is that if something was to happen, because I would love to see, not just with kids, but with adults as well, anytime that there is a suicide death, I believe that the electronic devices need to be checked. As a parent who has lost a child, I would love to be able to have that rewind capability to go back and see, did he Google help? Did he make phone calls to try and get help? And having something like CyberDive on a device that the kids are aware that it's there, so they're going to think twice before they do something on it. But in addition, for the parents' peace of mind to be able to go back and see that just seems a step ahead of the game compared to everything else trying to be reactionary.
While we're on the spinning rock, again, our job here is to make human life better. That's why we work hard. That's why we put in the hours. That's why we go through the difficult things. It's to protect families. Protect families. Get parents to understand they don't have to be stuck in a driveway. We're the only company who can do that. And again, we know big tech's not going to do that. They're not going to do it. It's up to us. And to me, every story needs a hero and a villain. We know who the villain is. And it's pretty cool to be the hero.